Hi there. Real talk again. I have been thinking about sharing how I guard my mind when it comes to the many, many voices that are shouting at us and demanding to be heard. And so many of them are so deserving. But there are also quite a few that are manipulative and are wanting us to, or wanting to control us and through the outcomes of what we believe. So I wanted to share some things that help me to filter the voices that I'm hearing. The first thing is probably one of the most important to me, and it's primary sourcing. I work, and it is work, a little extra hard to hear what has happened from the sources, the first source. These days, when I feel like I'm not exactly sure who to believe, seems like there are a lot of conflicting things being said, I try really hard to go to an authentic, close to the moment source as possible. And they teach you this in like high school and college, like it's best to go from the actual original source. So instead of listening to what other people say that the president said, or about a rally or that kind of thing, I try to find another really great thing that can help in guarding your mind is to, resist urgency. That we're in a time where our actions really matter, but they don't have to be really fast. They don't have to be really, there can be a pressure to act now, but it helps when we think things through. I think that sometimes like performative activism or like the Blackout Tuesday, sometimes we don't really understand what it's all about. We just kind of hop on the bandwagon. Or donating, like we donate, it sounds really good to donate to this certain cause, I'm going to do it. But we don't necessarily know what the actual purpose of that foundation is really for. And we need to research those things. I think one example I can think of is some of the organizations that we can donate to are using the funds being raised to bail out Black American men and women that are incarcerated and in prisons right now. And I think that can be a really beautiful thing. But I want to know more about how they process who they're going to be freeing and not, and what exactly are their criteria. Like, is this just a willy-nilly thing? Is there a specific target that the organization is looking for? Is there accountability for these things? Those things matter to me because I'm wanting to make sure that if I'm supporting good, that good is truly happening. And finally, when filtering through the voices, I just encourage you to engage your heart and your mind. Don't base everything that you do off of passion and feelings and emotion. It's incredibly important that we're empathetic towards others, especially those who are oppressed, and that we take the time to understand the trauma that has taken place. But we also need to think through solutions with our minds, and not just to let the feelings of what feels good to dominate the things that realistically do or don't work. It's so important to have that balance, and also not lean so much on our mind that our heart isn't engaged. Sure, the stats say this or the statistics say this, but it's important that we never forget one another's humanity, that each and every person involved in all of the comings and goings is created in the image of God, is someone sacred and valid and so full of worth. That always takes precedence in loving one another. You may be right, but Don't push your rightness at the expense of someone else. It's loving one another that really can bring unity for us in all of this time of conflict and diversity and division,